We're here in New Jersey. UFC 288 is upon us. I'm Marc Raimondi. Of course, this is a man who needs no introduction, UFC Hall of Famer Daniel Cormier. Daniel, you had a chance to speak with some of the top fighters on the card at Media Day on Wednesday. What were your biggest takeaways?
For the guys, it was more confidence. Confidence is what I took from everyone. You know, everybody seems prepared. Everybody seems excited. Everybody feels ready to go and do something special. Aljamain Sterling was carrying a bit of a chip on his shoulder. So was Belal Muhammad. Henry Cejudo is Henry Cejudo, right? He's been here before. He's seen the mountaintop. He's just treating this as another time. But I'm telling you, it was the confidence from all of them that I really was taken aback by.
I was talking to Cejudo, and I think you saw there was a video of, there was a little bit of an encounter earlier in the week between Cejudo and Sterling at the hotel. And I asked Henry about it, and he told me that he actually regrets how it went. And he thought he should have been a little bit more intense. He thought he was too nice. That's what he told me. He thought he was too nice. So I wanted to ask you, DC, as someone who's done this whole thing before, the whole fight week, song and dance, and you've seen your opponents in the hotel. Is he right? Should he have been more intense, or how did you approach that?
I feel like these guys, their interactions are a 3 to me, right? First interaction was at Henry's house. Henry, I felt, won that engagement because he spoke down to Aljamain Sterling, and Aljamain Sterling accepted it. It was almost like a coach talking to an athlete, and Aljo just kind of accepted it. And then they were on DC and RC together, and Aljamain Sterling was much more vocal. He was peeved. He was annoyed by Henry Cejudo. And then I thought he won again last weekend because Aljamain was the guy that initiated the engagement, and Henry was nice. When a guy initiates, you got to take the control back from him because Aljo walks up to him as the champ. Hey, we're in my arena. This is my world. Shake your hand. Talk to you. That's when you, as the challenger, the guy that needs to remind him, got to say, hold on, man. You don't dictate to me. So, yes, I agree with Henry because in the 3 interactions, I think Aljo won 2.
Interesting. So these things actually matter.
Oh, they matter. You want to win everything, Mark. You want to win the face-off. You want to win the weigh-in. You want to win the stare-down. You want to win the media. You want to win everything. Every time you come into contact with that guy, you want to make sure that you feel like you're on the strong end of the engagement.
It's been a while since we've seen Henry. He hasn't fought in 3 years, and things have changed for him personally. He has a wife now, a child. They were at Media Day on Wednesday at the hotel. How do you feel about that? Is that a good thing to be bringing the family along? It's definitely a different Henry Cejudo than we saw, in the past.
Well, Henry Cejudo left to experience that. This is a kid that spent a lifetime in athletics at the highest level. So for him, it was about getting back to family. And maybe in the time away, he realized that, man, I don't want to do any of this stuff without them because now I recognize what I'm doing it for. So having them there may be motivation for Henry Cejudo. We just don't know. But I never did that. I never had my kids at any of it. They barely started going to the fight till older. But Henry's daughter's still really young, so I don't know if she would even recognize what her father's doing.
There's a short notice fight on the co-main event. It's Belal Muhammad and Gilbert Burns. Really big welterweight fight. The winner very likely will get a title shot.
Seems that way.
Hopefully, right? Because I think that the winner of that fight deserves that.
Yes.
It's a short notice fight, and both of them are cutting weight this week. Probably they're kind of being coy about how much. You spoke to them on Wednesday. How are they looking? Do you think they were kind of feeling the weight cut at all?
I think Gilbert Burns is in his element, right? He's fought so much that this now becomes natural, right? This guy fought, this is his 3rd fight already in 2023. And I'm telling you as an athlete, the guy that's done it, the more you walk to that octagon, the more easy it becomes to do it. Now, for Belal Muhammad, he looked good too. I actually was a little bit surprised at how good he did look in terms of he didn't look sucked in and drawn in because he took the fight on short notice. And most times when guys are all drawn in, it's because they're sucking the weight down fast. He wasn't drawn in. He didn't look bad. His energy level was high. He seems excited. Gilbert Burns is a guy that fought 155. So even though he's cutting weight now, it's still not massive amounts. I thought those guys both looked phenomenal. I think they're both ready to go.
Anything else from Media Day that stood out to you that, maybe you're excited about a certain fight or a certain fighter?
I just think that for me, the guys all seem to appreciate that the fight card has gained in expectation. The fight card has gained in anticipation. People now are paying more attention to UFC 288 than what we thought it would be after Miami. Because as you and I both know, when Oliveira and them fell off, everybody was like, this may be the worst pay-per-view card we've seen in a while. You add this co-main event, you add a couple other different fights, and now we got a banger. And I think I can feel that from everyone. It's the anticipation that is surrounding the card that they're all super excited about.
Awesome. UFC 288, Saturday, for Dan Cormier at Marc Raimondi. Stay tuned
It's
the rest of the week.
It's hot as hell
It
up
is
in
very
here.
hot. I feel like
It's
we're
about 100 degrees up in this room.
I feel like we're cutting weight right now, DC, in this room. We're
let me tell you
roasting.
something. I need to cut some weight. You, man, since I saw you at WrestleMania, you look better than ever.
Wow, look at this guy
That's
giving
my
me
boy
compliments.
right
I'm
there.
gonna
My boy
remember
looking good.
that one because they don't come very easy from this guy. Stay tuned the rest of the week for all of our coverage at ESPN.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.